All righty. As you're breathing in, raise your shoulders up, take them back, and as you're breathing out, just gently drop them. Gently close your eyes and bring your hands in your lap. Your right hand holds the left hand. Both palms are facing toward the sky and the thumbs gently touching each other. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the center of the lips. In through the nose and out through the center of the lips. Don't try to impose a pace on your breath. Let the breath guide you. Just observe it as you're breathing in through the nostrils and breathing out through the center of the lips. What do I mean by the center of the lips? I don't want you to breathe it all, no. I want you to consciously be aware of that breath leaving through the mouth, but filling this space here. That slows it down. You're still on the same pace, but it's not leaving the body in one big puff. It's just gently leaving the body that way. And as you're breathing in through the nose and out through the center of the lips, the body starts recognizing that you're creating space for well-being. It signals the body that you will be taking care of it, that it's time to slow down. It's time for self-care, and the body responds. Breathing in through the nostrils and breathing out through the center of the lips. Keep your eyes closed. As you're breathing in, I'd like you to guide your breath to your belly. Visualize a balloon in your belly. And as you're breathing in, you're filling that balloon. And as you breathe out, be aware of deflating that balloon. Breathing in, the breath only goes to the belly, inflating that balloon. And as you're breathing out, you deflate that balloon. The belly button goes toward the spine. Take your time. Let your awareness rest in that part of the body with that breath. It doesn't have to be a big balloon. It doesn't have to be a big breath, but it has to be happening at the belly. Breathing in, filling the balloon, and breathing out, releasing the air from that balloon. Belly button going toward the spine. Breathing in at your own pace and breathing out at your own pace. I want you to focus on where the breath is going as you're guiding it, how the body feels as you're breathing that way. And let the breath lead you. Let the breath set the pace. And now I'd like you to release the balloon. Let it go, but continue with that belly breath. Breathing in, filling the belly, and breathing out, releasing the air from the belly. And release that breath through the lips, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Take your time. And now we'll be adding another step to this breath. So we begin with the breath at the belly, and now we're going to guide it toward the chest. And as we're breathing out, we release from the chest, and then we release from the belly. Breathing in, we fill the belly, and guide it toward the chest, filling the chest. And as we're breathing out, we release from the chest, and then we release from the belly. Take your time. I want you to observe the process, always beginning at the belly with the breath in and ending at the belly with the breath out. We're activating the vagus nerve. The body has slowed down. There's a sense of balance that is starting to happen. A sense of harmony. A sense of ease. And now we'll add the third step. So we begin at the belly. We guide it to the chest, filling the chest. And then we go a little step further toward the clavicle, toward the shoulders. Fill that area with that breath. And as you're breathing out, you release from the shoulders, you release from the chest, and you release from the belly. Breathing in, begin at the belly, filling the belly. Take it to the chest, filling the chest. Up a little further toward the clavicle, the shoulders. And as you're breathing out, release from the shoulders, release from the chest, and release from the belly. Continue to breathe this way. It doesn't have to be a big breath. It just has to be a systematic breath in that order. Breathing in and breathing out. This is a full yogic breath. This is that breath that allows you to step away from chaos, step away from the world, and bring wellness to the body, breaking the cycle of fight or flight, breaking the cycle of worry, anger, whatever it may be that may be occurring, and bringing the body into a state of peace and balance. Full yogic breath. And slowly and gently release that breath. Release all control of the breath, except for guiding it to the belly to begin the breath. Once you fill the belly, let go of any control and observe how the breath rises on its own. How high it rises doesn't matter. Just observe it rising on its own. Don't try to make it happen, because it will rise on its own. And as you're breathing out, observe how it recedes on its own. It drops from wherever it rose to down to into the belly. Just observe it as it happens. Releasing all control. Welcoming a state of well-being. Sarvetra Sukhina Santo Sarve Santo Nidhamaya Sarve patrani pasyanto ma kashitu kamapina. Sahana bhavatu, sahano bhunatu, saharvedyam karvavahe, tejatsvinavadhitamastu. Ma vidvishavahe. Om. Shanti. 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 May every being be happy. May every being be free from all diseases. May every being feel and appear blissful. May there not be trace of sorrow within any being. Bless us so we may live together. We may be nourished together and learn the brilliance of this knowledge together, leading to self-unfoldment without any sense of pride, prejudice, or ego. May peace prevail along our bodies and our minds. May peace prevail throughout all the celestial bodies in the cosmos. And may peace prevail along our journey to self-realization. May peace prevail. Om Shanti. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your hands on your knees with your palms facing toward the sky. Your fingers are extended, but they're relaxed. We will be chanting Om, but we're going to do it a little differently today. When we take a breath, I'd like you to chant Om over and over and over until you run out of that breath. And then you take another breath. So we'll be doing 5 breaths in total. As you're chanting, become aware of that vibration as it begins in the center of the chest and reverberates throughout your entire body. Become aware of the power of that Om. Be aware of your hands receiving at the palms. Be aware of the crown of the head, connecting at the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in, and we'll begin. Om, 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 Om. Om, 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 Om. Om, Om, Om. Without moving, become aware of your hands. They may feel heavy. It may feel like you're holding something. And you are. Through the chanting and keeping the hands open, we have channeled prana, that life force, that life source, that energy to rest in our hands. Without moving, become aware of where in your body there may be an imbalance, maybe some pain, some discomfort. Remember, the brain is part of the body. And in this case, so is the mind. I want you at this time to place your hands wherever it is that you feel you need some extra help, some extra love, healing. If you find that your mind is restless, place your hands on your head. If the brain needs some help, same thing, place your hands on your head. Allow the transfer of that pranic energy to go from your hands to that place in the body. A blanket filled with love and compassion. Energetically bringing peace and serenity to that space, to this body, at this moment in time. When the hands feel light, when you find that you've given everything you needed to give, bring your hands back in your lap, right hand holding the left, both palms facing toward the sky, and the thumbs gently touching each other. Take your time. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, mentally chant Om. Breathe in again. And as you're breathing out, become aware of this body in this space and place at this moment in time. Breathe in one more time. And as you're breathing out, allow the breath to begin at the crown of your head and flow throughout your entire body all the way down to the tips of your toes. With love, with compassion, in gratitude. At this moment, I'd like you to set your intention for this practice today. Your sankalpa. Why are you here? What is your intention for being here? There is no right or wrong answer. But just try to make it a positive answer. If you came here out of curiosity, let it be a happy curiosity. If you just have an hour and a half to kill and didn't know what else to do, let it be a happy event. And I'd like you to add love and compassion to that intention. That will solidify it. That will strengthen it. Om Shanti. Namaste. And when you're ready, slowly and gently open your eyes. And if your legs are crossed, extend your legs. Let the feet wake up. Let the legs wake up. If there's any questions or anything that you have in mind that is worrying you, you can interrupt and ask the question or whatever it is. Otherwise, we'll continue. You're welcome to interrupt and ask a question anytime, except at the beginning, like what we just did in the centering, and at the end, because we do something called Yoga Nidra at the end. And so it's very important that that part not be interrupted, so that the flow of energy within your body remains peaceful and serene. But other than that, you're welcome to interrupt anytime. I would rather you interrupt me to ask a question rather than having that question on your mind the whole practice, because then you're not present with what we're doing. And I think that if one person has a question, my guess is that other people may have the same question. So again, you're welcome to ask questions anytime. Toes are waking up, the feet are waking up. Sometimes it takes longer than others, huh? All righty. Today, we're going to do something called the Tibetan Rites. There's 5 Tibetan Rites. These are really powerful. These aren't really normally what I teach, but there was a request last week to do them, and I've done them in the past. It's been a long time since we've done them. So today we're going to do them again. I do a slight variation because my yoga teacher, my guru, kind of did a variation on what the book or the person that came up with these has. If you have the book, you're welcome to do it the way the book says. But we found that these slight variations add to the practice. But either way, you will benefit tremendously from them. It's incredible, the benefits that you get from them. For a time, I was doing them on a daily basis, and I have to be honest, I haven't done them on a daily basis in a long time. But during the time period where I was doing them on a daily basis, the benefits were tremendous and they were exponential. And so I think you'll be pleasantly surprised if you do them during this time when we don't have class. If you try to apply them every day, you're going to find that by the end of December, it'll be like this powerhouse of energy and of balance. It's pretty interesting. Let me tell you one thing though. We will begin by doing 3. I recommend that you do 3 for a week. If at the end of that week, meaning 3 of each of these rituals, right, or rites, and you'll see there's 5 of them. So you do 3 rounds of each of those 5. If at the end of the week you're very comfortable with that, you're not strained, everything is flowing, then you can add 3 more. The book says 2 more. We thought 3 was adequate. So I don't want to say better, but just adequate. So, for example, you do 3 this week, right? Today's Monday, so you could do 3 rounds of each this week. Next Monday, you can add 3 more rounds. So you would do 6 rounds. So 6 rounds of the first one, 6 rounds of the second one, 6 rounds until you do all 5. I recommend that after you do that, you lie in Shavasana in corpse pose and just kind of absorb what is happening with them. You will be adding 3 until you reach 21. So it will be over the course of whatever it is, maybe 3 times 7 weeks, right? Until you get to 21. It may take you longer than a week to be comfortable with adding 3. Take your time. I don't want you to be strained. I don't want this to be a difficult process for you. Quite the contrary. It should be seamlessly effortless as you add those. Now let's say you get to 21. And at some point, you may not be feeling well. Maybe your body's a little low in energy, whatever it may be. And 21 is just too much, then back off. Go to whatever it is that the body is comfortable with at that point in time. Above all, you have to tune into the body, listen to the body. And then do it at that, and then maybe ramp up back to 21 when the body has healed or when the body energetically can sustain it. Very important that you listen. No judgment. This is not a competition, remember. In yoga, there is no competition. Quite the contrary. It's all about tuning into the body and allowing the body to do what it needs to do. And we just kind of move out of the way and listen. So this applies there as well. So anybody have any questions on this before we continue? I'm going to start the asanas now. Does anybody have a question about them before we begin? No? Okay. You may have questions once we end. So, okay, so we're going to begin. The first asana is very simple. I'd like you to do it slowly. I don't want you to breathe through it. I want you to do it as slowly as you possibly can. Some people may get dizzy doing it, and that's the reason I like to do it slowly. But even slowly, there may be some people that have a little dizziness once you start adding to them. So if that's the case, you may want to ramp that up or add more to it at a slower pace than the other ones, and that's okay. Okay, there may be some of these that are harder than the others for you, and so you may not be able to do as many repetitions of that particular one, or not do it at all for that matter. Do the other ones, and then go back to this one if you decide not to do it at all. And I think what you're going to find is that it will become easier because your body has become so much stronger. So again, listen to the body. Each asana is very powerful in and of itself. So understand that, okay? There's no shame, please, in not doing one because the body at this moment in time can't perform it. But don't leave it all the way. As your body becomes stronger, then try to see if you can add it. So, okay, let's begin. I'd like you to stand up, please. Stand up, feet parallel. I want you to feel your feet grounded. Lift your toes and bring them down. Lift the heels and bring them down. And gently close your eyes. Become aware of where your body is standing. Become aware of your physical center. Begins at the crown of the head. Goes straight down the nose, center of the forehead, down the center of the lips, center of the chest, past the belly button to where the legs meet, down to the ground. That's our physical center. As you're breathing in, raise your shoulders up. Take them back, and as you're breathing out, gently drop them. I'm sorry, I didn't take the phone off the hook. Okay, so the first asana, the arms go out at shoulder height. If you have the book, it'll show the hands facing down. This is one of the changes we've made. We have the palms facing up. Why the palms facing up? Because if your palms are facing up, they're ready to receive. So we begin the sequence of asanas in receivership. So we will be turning clockwise because that's the way the universe naturally turns. So we will begin. I'd like you to pivot around your right foot. So you will be doing circles, you turn, and I want you to observe your environment, all the things around you. Be aware of everything that's around you. If you haven't started turning, start now. And then when you come back to that center position that you started at, stop there for a moment. And now start turning again. And I want you to be aware of the things you missed when you were turning the first time. Become aware of what in the room you didn't see in that first turn. And when you come back to that beginning position, stop for a moment. And as you're turning, third time, I'd like you to have a sense of gratitude. Allow gratitude to settle in your body. Be aware of this beautiful environment around you. You're safe, you're protected, and you're surrounded by love. Slowly and gently bring your arms down. If you choose to, you can bring your palms at your chest in Pranayam. And repeat after me. I am whole. I am full. I am total. I'm complete. I am perfect. I am Purnam. I am Sunyam in Purnam. I'm rich in the knowledge. I'm beautiful the way I am. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. Allow those words to settle in every cell in your body. When we say we are Purnam, we are totality, we are perfection, we are completeness, we are everythingness. When we say we're Sunyam and Purnam, Sunyam is nothingness. And it's that nothingness, in that everythingness, in which infinite possibilities lie. Infinite possibilities of health. Infinite possibilities of well-being. Infinite love. Slowly and gently release your hands if you have them in Pranayam. Open your eyes and have a seat, please. So that is the first asana. And that's the one I'm telling you. You may get a little dizzy when you're turning if you have issues within your middle inner ear or other kinds of issues. But the more you do it and the more you combine it with the other ones, I think what you're going to find is that will start subsiding. But make sure that you're doing it slowly and make sure your eyes are open. The breath is in and out through the nostrils, okay? No breathing out through the mouth or in through the mouth. Never breathe in through the mouth unless we're doing a specific pranayam, breath work. But in this case, definitely the breath out is through the nostrils, okay? In and out through the nostrils. Okay, so the second asana, let me show you and then we'll do it together. So I want you to curl your toes under. You're on your knees. Knees are hip width apart or a little wider if you need them to be wider. The toes are curled under. What happens when you curl your toes under is you take the pressure off the lower back and it goes on to the thighs. Bring your hands back. Your palms will be kind of on your buttocks and then the palms will be at about hip level. Breathe in here. And as you breathe out, you go back. And I want you to see my head is in line with my body. And I want you to come back in that same position. I don't want you to bring your head back. I want the head to be in line with the body. We hold it here for a moment. And as we're breathing in, we come back up. Okay? We're going to do 3 of those. So get in position, get on your knees, tuck the toes under, make sure the knees are at least hip width apart, if not a little bit wider. You want a nice base here. Your hands are going to be on your hips. Like I said, the fingers will be pointing down on the buttocks, the palms will be on the hips or on the lower back at hip level. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, start tilting backwards. Now the head is in line with the body. Engage your core. Breathing in, come up. And as you're breathing out, go back. Breathing in, come up. And as you're breathing out, one last time, come back. Make sure to try to keep the head in line with the body. Breathing in, come up. Release the toes. And sit comfortably, please. Close your eyes. You can bring your hands in Pranayam or just in your lap, whatever you may choose to do. Keep the eyes closed and repeat after me. I am whole. I am full. I am total. I'm complete. I am perfect. I am Purnam. I am Sunyam in Purnam. I'm rich in the knowledge. I'm beautiful the way I am. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. Allow those words to settle in every cell in your body. And slowly and gently, if you have your hands in Pranayam, release your hands and open your eyes. That was actually the 3rd rite. So let me show you what the 2nd rite is. I just realized that I had jumped to the 3rd and skipped the 2nd one. So the 2nd one, you lie on your back, palms are down, feet are extended. Now, if you have lower back
Margie,
yes?
it's not showing you.
What?
Margie,
yes?
It doesn't show you. It's not showing you. Fix your phone.
I'm seeing me. Is anybody else not
Yes,
seeing
when
me?
you're sitting, yes, when you are laying down, it doesn't show.
Oh, I see.
Margie,
Okay.
I
That's
saw
it.
you.
Perfect. Now you are okay. Yes.
Okay.
You're okay now.
Okay. So what you were saying is you couldn't see my mat.
That's right. We didn't
Okay,
see
got
you.
it.
Not at all. Yes.
You can see me now though, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. So you're lying on your back and your palms are face down. You're not lying in Shavasana. The legs are extended, but they're not necessarily relaxed, okay? The palms are facing down instead of up. Now, if you have back issues, I want you to do this by bending the knees. So let me show you the asana when you do it with bent knees, and then I'm also going to show it to you how you would do it with extended legs, okay? So we'll begin with the bent knees. Don't do this yet, and then we'll do it together. So your knees are bent. You'll be raising the feet up, and then you will be raising your head, raising the shoulders, and I'd like you to raise the arms with the palms facing down and the hands at about knee level. Okay, you want The feet as perpendicular to the ground as you can have them. And then you slowly bring your shoulders down, head down, and your hands down. Actually, your hands down first, and then the shoulder and the head. And then you're going to bring the feet down onto the ground. Okay? This is if you have issues with your lower back. Now, if your back is strong, I don't know whether you have a strong back or not, so really be very discerning and very truthful with yourself about what's better for you, whether you do it with your bent knees or with the straight knees, okay? So now, the other way would be you would bring the legs up, legs are straight, you raise the head, you raise the shoulder, and then you raise the arms. Then you bring the arms down, shoulders down, head down, and slowly and gently, you bring your feet down. Either way, please be very aware of what's better for you, okay? Because either way it will be good. And then later, what will happen is you may get enough strength in the back to do it with the straight legs, or maybe not. But either way is okay. So please lie down on your back and we'll do this together. Legs are extended, feet are together, or the knees are bent. Palms are facing down. Breathe in and breathe out. And now as you're breathing in, raise the legs up. And as you're breathing out, raise your head, raise your shoulders, bring your arms up, hold it. Breathing in, bring the arms down, shoulders down, head down. And as you're breathing out, gently, or you may have to hold the breath, either way, you bring the legs down. Now, if your legs or if your knees were bent, you bring the knees bent down, okay? That's round one. Now we'll do round two. Breathe in, bring the legs up. And as you're breathing out, raise your head, raise the shoulders, raise the arms. Breathing in, bring the arms down, shoulders down, head down. And breathing out, bring your feet down. Or if you need to hold the breath as you're going down, you can do that. Stay here for a moment. One more. Breathing in, raise the legs up. Breathing out, raise your head, raise your shoulders, raise your arms. Breathing in, bring the hands down, bring the shoulders down, bring your head down. Breathing out, bring the feet down. If your knees are bent, slide your feet down your mat. Lie in Shavasana, which is the corpse pose. Palms are facing toward the sky. Feet are apart, whatever is comfortable for you. And repeat after me. I am whole. I am full. I am total. I'm complete. I am perfect. I am Purnam. I am Sunyam in Purnam. I'm rich in the knowledge. I'm beautiful the way I am. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. Allow those words to settle. in every cell in your body. A sense of balance, a sense of peace, with a sense of strength. Bring your right arm overhead on the ground. Turn on to your right side. And use your arms, please, and push yourself up and sit up facing me, please. So that was the second one. Remember, I did the third one before the second one. I'm not sure that it makes a difference, but there is a sequence to them. So now we have the fourth one. The fourth one, I am going to show you just the variation rather than what the book says, because I like the variation. So I think the variation is very powerful, and I think it is, I like the way we adjusted it. So you're going to bring your hands behind you, and your fingers are going to be pointing forward, okay? Now, you're going to bring your arms back so that they're actually kind of oddly back, right? Because normally we have our hands back here, right, or here. And normally the fingers point out, but I want the fingers pointing forward and the arms being back. Now I want you to see something. My arms are back here. I'm going to lift my body and point my toes toward the ground. Now look at my arms. They're perpendicular to the ground. When the arms are perpendicular to the ground, they hold us up properly. If we don't have them perpendicular to the ground, what will happen is, let me show you. I'm going to bring the arms closer to my body, and now I'm going to try to do this. Now watch. They're at an angle, and I'm shaking, like they're not holding my body. And it's important that the arms be strong and in that position to hold the body. So you're going to be bringing them back farther than you think you need to. Now, if you start shaking, the odds are that the arms are too close to your body. So just bring your hips down, bring the arms back a little more, and I think you'll find that the shaking will stop, that you'll be more solid. Okay? All right, so let's do this together. Feet are together, legs are together, your arms are back, fingers are pointing toward your feet. Remember, you bring the arms back more than you think you need to. And don't bring the arms too wide. You want the arms just a little bit wider than your hips. Okay, they're further back. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, raise your body up. Try to bring the toes to the ground and bring the head in line with the body. Don't let the head hang back. Let the head be in line with the body. Breathing in. Come down and gently breathe out. All righty, breathe in. And as you're breathing out, raise the body, toes to the ground, head is in line with the body. And breathing in, come down. One more. If you're shaking, move your hands back a little bit. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, bring your body up, toes going toward the ground, head is in line with the body. And as you're breathing in, come down. And as you breathe out, feel the relaxation that starts settling in the body. Sit comfortably. Keep your eyes closed. You can bring your palms together or have your hands in your lap, whatever is comfortable for you. And repeat after me. I am whole. I am full. I am total. I'm complete. I am perfect. I am Purnam. I'm Sunyam in Purnam. I'm rich in the knowledge. I'm beautiful the way I am. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. Allow those words to settle in every cell in your body. Creating a state of well-being. And slowly and gently, open your eyes. Okay. And then there's one more. The fifth rite. Now this one, watch and then we'll do it together. So in this one, you're going to start on your hands and knees, okay? Toes are tucked under. To begin with, hang on, let me pull my hair back. To begin with, you'll begin on the hands and knees. And then you won't go back onto your hands and knees until you're finished with all three. And as the numbers increase till you're finished with all the rounds. So you're on your hands and knees. The wrists are under the shoulders, but now I'd like you to bring the palms about a palm length forward. Okay, so you're going to have more space than you usually do. The toes are tucked under. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, you go up on your toes, tuck the chin in, and bring the heels down. Stay here for a moment. And then you're going to come forward through the arms and up. If you find it difficult to have the knees up, then just bring the knees on the ground. Okay, that'll give you the support you need. And as we're going back, we go back onto the toes, tuck the chin in, bring the heels down, finish that breath out. And now we take that breath in, going forward and up and back. Then breathing out, we go up on the toes, bring the heels down, and we do the next round. So we'll do 3 of those, okay? Alrighty, so let's do it together. Again, if you find that it's difficult for the knees to be off the ground, bring the knees on the ground, and that'll give you support. Adjust each of these postures in the way that you need to at this moment. With time, you'll start getting stronger, and you'll be able to do them that original way. But listen to the body, okay? Because that's the most important part, is for you to listen to what the body can do today. It'll work it up as you get stronger and as the arms get stronger and the core gets stronger. Okay, so your knees are about hip-width apart. Like I said, your hands are forward. Open them up a little bit because the body's going to go through, so it needs to have the space to go through. Toes are tucked under. And let's begin. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, go up on the toes, tuck the chin in, bring the heels down. And as you're breathing in, go through the arms, head up and back, Bhujangasana. As you breathe out, again, go up on your toes, tuck the chin in, bring the heels down. Breathing in, go through the arms, and up and back. Breathing out, up on the toes, tuck the chin in, bring the heels down. And breathing in, go through the arms, head back. As you're breathing out, go up on the toes, and now bring your knees on the ground. And sit in a comfortable position, please, with your eyes closed. Your hands can be at your chest, palms together in Pranayam. Otherwise, just leave them in your lap, whatever's most comfortable for you. And repeat after me. I am whole. I am full. I am total. I'm complete. I am perfect. I am Purnam. I am Sunyam in Purnam. I'm rich in the knowledge. I'm beautiful the way I am. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. Allow those words to settle in every cell in your body. Bringing a state of serenity and peace and wellness and acceptance and love. And slowly and gently, when you're ready, open your eyes. Okay, these rites can be done in the morning or in the evening. Because you are breathing in and out through the nostrils, because you're really energizing the body when you're doing this, I would suggest that you do them in the morning. And as the amount increases, you increase that amount in the morning. But you could do 3 rounds of each before you go to bed. What I don't want you to do is energize the body so much that then you don't sleep, right? So ideally, you would do the most rounds in the morning and then just do 3 in the evening. If you're starting out with 3, you could do 3 in the morning and 3 in the evening, or you can do them all in the morning. It's up to you. But if you decide that you want to do some in the evening, don't do more than 3, because you may have problems sleeping. Now, I would follow it with a little bit of breathing, some pranayam, and then Shavasana, okay? So we're going to do a little bit of pranayam, and then we're going to go in Shavasana, in the corpse pose. If you're doing it in the morning, I'm going to give you the breath that will energize you, that will continue this energization, right? If you're going to do it in the evening, I'll give you the breath that will help you slow down the body and take you into deep sleep. So for morning, what do? You want to do a breath that energizes. It would be either Bhastrika or Kapalbhati. I'm going to do Kapalbhati because that is that breath that ignites the fire in the belly. And we're igniting the fire throughout the entire body with these rites. So now we engage the belly and everything comes into that process. So Kapalbhati, you're focusing on the breath out and allowing the breath in to just kind of happen. But the stress is on the breath out. So I suggest that you put your hands on your knees with the palms facing down. You can wrap your fingers around your knees. You can bring the tip of the index finger at the base of the thumb, wrap the thumb up the finger, and then the 3 fingers down. Or just simply have your hands down, wrapped around the knees, okay? And then what we'll do, now, depending upon how long your arms are, like my arms are really long, so my hands are like literally under my knees. Some of you may be wrapping your hands up here. Whatever it is, it depends on the length of your arms. But I want the arms to be straight because that will ensure that your back is straight. It's important that the back be straight when we're doing Kapalbhati. So the emphasis, again, on the breath out. So I want you to observe my belly as I'm breathing, okay? The breath or the action is in the stomach muscles here. We're going to literally be pushing that breath out by bringing those stomach muscles in with that breath, okay? So we take a breath in, and let me show you, and then we'll do it together. We take the breath in. Everything is in and out through the nostrils. Breath in, and I'll focus on that breath out. Observe my stomach. I hope you saw that as I'm breathing out, the stomach is coming in, because that push from the stomach in is what blows that breath out, okay? It's very effective to create fire in the belly. That fire, literally, will burn those toxins in the body that you don't need. It's very good for allergies. It's very good for digestion, right? And if the digestion is good, usually the allergies become better. So let's do this together. You can increase the speed as you get better at it, but initially, don't go too fast, because what will happen is you may lose your pace. You may become erratic, and it does happen. So, and if you do become erratic, stop completely and then begin again, okay? Because it's very difficult to pick up the thread once the breath has become erratic. So we will do it slowly and then a medium speed so that you can feel the difference. But we'll do 10 slowly. So hands are on the knees, back is straight, neck is straight. Try not to strain the face. There shouldn't be strain in any part of the body. You're just focusing on that breath at the belly and those muscles at the belly. So breathe in, and let's begin. Deep breath in, and blow it out. Whistle it out. Cooling it down. Keep your eyes closed. We'll do 10 more, but now we'll do it at a little faster speed. Not fast, just a little faster. So breathe in and begin. Breathe in and whistle it out. Relax the belly. Relax the arms. When you do Kapalbhati, you can begin by doing 10 at a time or maybe 5 at a time. Just depends upon how quickly you pick up the coordination of it, right? Because you need to coordinate as you're doing that. But do not do more than 20 at a time. So you could do 20 and rest for a moment, let the breath come back to normal, and then you can do another 20. But don't do more than 20 at a time. And if you want to do 20 and then rest and then 20 more, don't do more than 100. But really work your way up to that. You don't want to be doing 100 right away. 20 is a good number. Once. And then as time goes by and as the rest of it starts evolving, then this pranayam can start evolving as well. Okay. Now, if you're doing it in the morning. When you're breathing in and out through the nostrils like that, that's an energizing pranayam, an energizing breath. So you don't want to do that at night. You do that in the morning so that you're energized for the day. For nighttime, you want to do a breath that's going to relax you, a pranayam that's going to relax you. I suggest Nadi Shodhan, which is the alternate nostril breathing. So you're going to take your middle finger and your index finger and place them on your forehead or between the eyebrows. So let me show you and then we'll do it together. The thumb will be covering or putting pressure on the right nostril. The ring finger will be putting pressure on the left nostril to block any breath from coming in or out for that matter. Alrighty. So fingers, index finger and the middle finger are on my forehead. I'm going to begin by breathing in through my left nostril. I cover my left nostril and I breathe out through the right nostril. I breathe in through the right nostril. I cover the right nostril and I breathe out through the left nostril. And then I begin all over again. You can do 5 rounds of this before you go to bed and work your way up to 11 rounds. There's no need to do more than 11. More is not necessarily better. You don't want to wear yourself out. If your arm starts getting tired, then just stop. Bring the arm down. Once you've done the alternate nostrils, then you want to breathe in. Same pace, but breathing in through both nostrils and breathing out through both nostrils. So we would breathe in and breathe out. Again, the same pace as when you were doing it with the alternate nostril. So let's do this together. Bring your index finger and your middle finger at your forehead, either on the forehead or between your eyebrows. The thumb is gently resting on the right nostril, and the ring finger gently resting on the left nostril, not putting pressure yet. Now, cover the right, or put pressure on the right nostril with your thumb. Breathe in through the left. Put pressure on the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Pressure on the right. Open the left. Breathe out through the left. Lovely. That's the procedure. Now the left hand goes on the knee, palm facing toward the sky. The tip of your index finger goes at the base of your thumb. Middle finger and ring finger touch the thumb, and the pinky is extended. Palm is up. This is the heart mudra. This helps for this process to bring you peace at Anahat, at the heart level. So again, tip of the finger of the index finger is at the base of the thumb. Middle finger and ring finger touch the thumb, and the pinky is extended, and the palms are facing toward the sky. Take your right hand, index finger and middle finger at the forehead. We'll do 5 rounds of Nadi Shodhan, of alternate nostril breathing. Alrighty, put pressure on the right nostril, breathe in through the left. Cover the left, breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Cover the right, breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Out through the right. In through the right. Out through the left. Do 3 more at your own pace. In through the left. And out through the right at your own pace. And in through the right. And out through the left. 2 more at your own pace. When you've finished, bring the right hand in the same mudra as the left. Breathe in through both nostrils. Breathe out through both nostrils. Same pace as before. Breathe in through both nostrils. Breathe out through both nostrils. Do 3 more at your own pace. And once you're finished, stay here for a moment. Become aware of the effect of the asanas and the pranayam on this body. And now lie down on your back with your head toward me, toward the computer. We'll be doing a short yoga nidra, so if you need a blanket, make sure you get that blanket to cover yourself. Yoga nidra is yogic sleepless sleep. I will be guiding you through a healing process of this body. You want to lie in the corpse pose in Shavasana. The feet are apart, whatever is comfortable for you, 6 inches, 12 inches, whatever is comfortable for you. Your arms are at your side, but they're not touching the body, and the palms are facing toward the sky. Become aware of your breath, and become aware of what parts of the body are touching the ground. The heels, the calves, the thighs, the hips, the arms, the backs of the hands. And as you're breathing in, observe the belly going up. And as you breathe out, observe how the belly goes down. This is the way the body naturally wants to breathe. It naturally takes those belly breaths, those abdominal breaths, in a complete state of relaxation. Breathing in and breathing out. Now I'd like you to be aware of the breath as it's entering your nostrils. It goes past the upper palate, the pharynx, the larynx, your bronchial passages and into the lungs. And then it leaves the lungs, goes through the bronchial passages, the windpipe, the larynx, the pharynx, past the upper palate, and out the nostrils. Observe the breath and its journey as you're taking the breath in and as you're releasing the breath out. Don't try to impose any pace. Don't try to impose any kind of breath. I just want you to observe it. Breathing in and breathing out. Now I'd like you to observe what it is that makes that breath happen. In yoga, we call it prana, the life source, the life force, without which the breath wouldn't happen. Go beyond your breath to prana. Prana is what we call that life source in yoga, that life force. I want you to go beyond your breath to that which makes that breath manifest. As you're breathing in, be aware of that pressure that's creating that breath. Feel it as it's going past the upper palate, the pharynx, the larynx, your windpipe. Feel it as it puts pressure in the lungs, filling the lungs. And now feel it as it sweeps the lungs and leaves, taking toxins up the windpipe, the larynx, the pharynx, past the upper palate, and being released through the nostrils. Become aware of being nourished by this energy, by prana. And become aware of prana absorbing and sweeping and taking those toxins that you no longer need and releasing them through your nostrils. Observe the power of this pranic energy. Breathing in and breathing out. Continue to focus on that breath in and that breath out. That pranic energy in and that pranic energy out. So, hum. Breathing in, so, and breathing out, hum. So, hum. So, hum. So, hum. Mentally chant so as you're breathing in and hum as you're breathing out. That I am. That I am. So, hum. Purnamadaha Purnamedam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasheshate. Om. Shanti. 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 Become aware of your breath as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. Point your toes away from you and relax them. Make a fist of your hands and hold them tight and relax them. Bring your right arm overhead onto the ground and turn onto your right side, but please don't get up yet. Bend the left knee and bring it on the ground in front of you, and bring your left hand on the ground in front of you as well. In this position, any stiffness that may have settled in your back will work itself out. Become aware of the intention that you had for this practice. Become aware of the intentions that you said for this body, for this being that you are. Allow yourself to be those intentions, to know those intentions. Please use your arms, don't use your back. Push yourself up and sit up facing me with your eyes closed. Bring your hands in your lap, right palm holding the left hand, both palms facing toward the sky, and the thumbs gently touching each other. Breathe in, and as you're breathing out, mentally chant Om. Put your mind where your heart is, and put your heart where your mind is, and let that be what guides you. Om Shanti. Namaste. And slowly and gently, when you're ready, open your eyes. Hari Om. Thank you for being with me today.
Hari Om, Margie.
Hari Om.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll see you, those of you for meditation tomorrow, 8:30 to 9:15. Otherwise, I'll see you Wednesday. Remember, no class next week, okay? If you can't make the classes now, I want you to know that. Thank you, Lee.
Margie.
Happy New Year to
Margie.
you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Margie.
Thank you.
Okay, Margie.
Thank you, Margie.
Au revoir, Isabelle.
Bye-bye, Margie. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.